Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Sarah if you're new here, and if you're a returning viewer, welcome back. I'm so happy to have you as always, but if you haven't subscribed, then I'm just like wondering, what are you doing? Am I too boring? Do I not talk enough? I talk too much? Like, what is it? But please subscribe because it really helps me and it keeps me motivated and inspired, if I'm being honest. Today I'm just doing a little chatty get ready with me with this look. I wanted to do glowy skin because someone requested that. Honestly, this glowy skin isn't that hard to do because it's so hot. I'm sweating right now. I'm really holding it together right now. My hair is like sticking to me everywhere. Anyways, enough about that. If you want to see how I got this look, then keep on watching. Okay, let's start. So today I'm going to do a full face and eyes. I've been using some new products that I want to share, so they'll be new to my channel, but I have a very specific product that I'm excited to share, and that's how I get my glowy look. So let's start. Okay, e.l.f. and this is the Flawless Finish foundation. I really like this one because it's super light on the skin, and I'm not looking to have like super full coverage. I just want something really natural and like glowy. So I'm going to use that with my little blender here. I switch up. Sometimes I want to use brush, sometimes I want to use sponge, so really just depends on my mood. And I just started my period. I was gonna be like censored, but freaking YouTube. My period, so I get my monthly pimple. I always get one pimple every time I have a period. And it's right by my nose, and you probably can't even see it. You're gonna be like, where? But it's there, and I'm talking about it because it's actually kind of painful. The face makeup I've been getting lately is a little light for me. But all the products later make it all come together. You know how that goes, so we can make it work. So next I'm going to do concealer, and of course I'm going to do my favorite because I love it so much. This is the Infallible Full Wear Concealer, and I use the color 385, which is amber. And it's perfect because it's more yellow, which I like. And the key is, like, you can get light makeup, but you can wear like lots of products give you that light makeup look. I have a blog on that, so I'll link that below. Self-plug, always got a self-plug, but honestly everything I make is for you guys, so hopefully you guys can benefit off it some way. You know what, I'm gonna put some like reverse contour because I won't be wearing bronzer today. So you know, this week I wasn't like feeling my best, but today I feel good. I feel excited today. It's funny because I just started my period last night. I don't know, like maybe my period was like hitting early, like my emotions, but I feel good today. I was super excited to film. I love filming, and I don't know if it's like I love talking to myself out loud or like what it is, but I just feel like it's a chance to like connect and talk, and you know, I don't know, I just really like it. So thanks for watching my videos, guys. Today is a little pep talk for those who aren't feeling their best. I just want to tell you, it's okay to not feel your best. It's okay to not feel like yourself. It's okay to not be okay. You know, we can't be happy every day. We can't be our best every day. And those moments happen. They happen to everybody. We all go through this. They're not easy. We all have them. I have them. I want to share like when I'm not feeling good because I want it to seem normal. Like I want to normalize not feeling our best at all times because, you know, like I am very happy-go-lucky. I'm really positive, but I don't always feel good, and I feel like it's important to really show that because it's normal. But sometimes like what we see on social media, like Instagram, YouTube, like we see the good side of everything. So sometimes it's hard to remember that, you know, everyone has bad moments. Everybody, no one is immune to that. Oh, let me tell you guys about this. Okay, this is the Wet n Wild Stick Foundation Photo Focus. I love it. If you follow me on Instagram, then you know I was looking for like a more affordable alternative to Fenty Matchstick You know, I love Fenty Matchstick. I'm gonna really put that on the forehead because I don't know if you noticed, but I didn't put any foundation on my forehead because of the coloring. And then I just love cream contour. Like, even if I'm doing light makeup, I have to do cream contour. I just feel like it pulls everything together and it looks really natural. Like, yeah, it doesn't look natural right now, but once it's like blended out, it really looks like skin. Really just natural. I love it. I'm gonna use my little e.l.f. camo concealer sponge and just really, your girl got that quarantine weight, okay? That's another thing that's normal. I'm trying to be compassionate towards myself for it, but I don't know what it is. I mean, I know what it is, but you know. So if you got that going on, just put a little contour down there. Remember when you're doing your contour to blend up, because you want to lift the face with contour. You don't want to drag it down, so just always make sure to blend upwards. Yes, I don't know what it is about this freaking foundation stick, but I just love it so much. It just blends out literally like a dream. Did you guys notice something? My eyebrows, remember my last video, the bronze eye tutorial? Girl, those things were out of freaking control. I could not wait to get them done. So I got them done that week, and then also I ended up getting them laminated, and they are just like giving me freaking life. Like, if you've been thinking about getting a brow lamination, get it. I'm telling you right now, get it. You're gonna love it. Like, you don't need all the hair in the world to get a brow lamination. I'll just tell you that. I love it so much. It's such a game changer. So good. Okay, so this next product is like, I've just been loving it so much. It's the e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder. Guys, this powder, I freaking love it. I freaking love it. Okay, but I don't like how loose powders can be so messy. And I use a huge fluffy brush like this and just get it in the cap, and I swirl and swirl and swirl to make sure it's like really all over all the bristles, girl, all over. And then I just set it on the whole face. You want to make sure that you do this, because if you don't, like, the product's gonna get stuck on a part of the brush, and then it's gonna be like patchy on your face, and we do not want that. So this is the only powder that I've been using lately. First I would set it with like a pressed powder, but now I just like carefully put this powder on everywhere. This is where the glow comes from, because it's called Halo Glow Powder, but it has really small shimmer in it, really fine shimmer. So it really just makes the skin glow, and I absolutely love it. It kind of reminds me of like Bare Minerals, like their foundation powder, how it just really gives you, you know, you always think like powder isn't enough coverage, but it really can be when you like build it up. So this is like the type of thing that I feel like if I wanted, I could wear it by itself. You just have to, you know, layer it on until you feel like you have the desired amount. Yeah, it just tames everything down. See, like the contour isn't as crazy, the concealer, like everything just looks really blended. It's like a lighter, fresher look for the face. I'm just gonna go straight in with blush, and I've also been trying this new one. This is Milani Baked Blush. I'm pretty sure you guys know the deal with these. They're bomb. They really are. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put this one on. And I've just been using a duo fiber brush, which is so random. I used to always be like, what are these brushes for? Like, I don't get the point of it. But it just puts it on really nicely. I still am kind of like, what's the point of it? But clearly this is the point, I guess, for me. And I just take it on the nose too. Just going for like a really youthful look. And this is where all the glow comes from. Like, you can tell I look extra glowy now with this blush. Moving on to the eyebrows. So let me just show you like what the fuck this brow lamination is all about, okay? It's a chemical that perms your brows, and you lay them flat so they can kind of get stuck that way, because you know most people's brows, most people, they don't lay up like that when you brush them up. Like, they'll lay maybe for like a second, you know, but then they'll fall. but it breaks the bond in the hair, so it kind of makes it more coarse, which allows it to stay up like that. And I'm telling you, like, this literally, now when I put my eyebrow makeup on, it's like bada bing, bada boom. So I just do my usual, like, couple strokes here and there, because the brow lamination just makes them so much more full. All I really need to do is give it some color back, and then really just kind of help the end here with the color, and that's it. That's it. So literally it just like cuts down my brow time so much. I look like I just went tanny. Like, I'm looking in the mirror and I'm a little bronze baked little chocolate chip. Okay, so now I'm just gonna move into the eyes. I'm gonna do something really cute and simple. First, I'm gonna take bronzer. You know the deal. If you've been watching a few videos, then you know what's next. I'm gonna take a little bronzer. I'm gonna kind of increase that thing I did, both sides. I've been seeing on YouTube a lot of people are doing the 2016 versus 2020 makeup. I don't even know if I can do that. Honestly, I'm so bad with like years and like remembering like what was in at a certain time. Like, I remember when things were in. Well, I remember what was in, but I don't remember like when. And I've always had a hard time in like the beauty community because I've always just been a more natural like makeup person. So like I would try to do like the trends back then and like all that stuff, but like I never really liked heavy makeup like that ever. So like it was always difficult for me to kind of like stay in trend, if you will, with the beauty community, because it just like wasn't my style. It was just like a lot, and till this day, like you can tell with my makeup, I really like a lighter, more natural look. Like that's always kind of been like my look. I've always loved it. Even when I was like a freelance makeup artist, skin was everything, natural was everything. Like as much as I could, I would just enhance people's beauty. I'm gonna use ColourPop Blush Crush, and I'm gonna go in with Cheek to Cheek. It's just like a mauve-y color, and I'm just gonna go over here and into the crease. So yeah, honestly, I'm really thankful to be feeling good today, feeling like myself. You know, nothing feels better than feeling happy and feeling like yourself, but definitely like be nice to yourself if you're not feeling your best, and just know it's so normal. It's just like, it's just not talked about enough, you know, like what to do when you don't feel like you, because when it happened to me, it was something I've never really experienced before, so I was just like, oh my god, what's going on? But you know, it happens, and when it does happen, it really makes you learn to be very grateful for the times where you do feel good and you feel like yourself. Because ever since my like spiritual journey, I've just been like so much more in touch with myself and aware of like my emotions and patterns, and so now I'm just really in tune, and I can like feel when something's off. Like, you know, you don't always know like what exactly it is, but you just feel something, you know, like we have those powers to be in touch with ourselves like that, but sometimes we don't like listen to ourselves, and we just kind of like override things. But you know, listen to yourself, give yourself that kindness, that compassion, like find out what you need to do for yourself to feel better, you know. So I'm gonna take Made You Blush on a fluffy brush just to add some pink in here. This eyeshadow palette, like the eyeshadows are really dusty. Like they're not dusty on the eye, but just in the palette, like it gets everywhere. Like, what am I trying to say? It gets everywhere. And I'm actually going to take a little bit smaller of a brush, and I'm going to go into How Rouge. It's like a deeper purple, and just on the outer corner. And all of these kind of have like there's 3 matte colors, and then there's eyeshadows with glitter in them, but they're not necessarily shimmer eyeshadows. And you know, before, like honestly, before I was a little rigid with my makeup and thought like, oh, you can't use those type of colors to like do what I'm doing now. Like before I would never do that, but now like I understand that you can use those wherever. It's so funny how I really like thought that. Like the glitter, I don't even know what the point of it is, because it doesn't really show once you've like put it on. weird. But yeah, it's a really pretty color, and like I would have never thought to use a color that has glitter in it on my outer crease like that. So now I'm going to take the darkest color on the palette and this little brush that I love. And I'm going to take the darkest color in the palette, which is called Blush Wine. And I'm just going to pop it right here. Just to really deepen it and accentuate that like shape that I've made. I'm going to use Enamored. And I'm going to mix it with Blossom Up. Why not just use the whole palette while we're at it? Sorry to flip you off. And look how pretty. That's really pretty. I wanted to do like full face because I don't really do full face, but I also wanted to like chat because sometimes I really get like in my head a little bit once I start recording, and I feel like I have to teach instantly, which I will do sometimes because, you know, my background is like I was a freelance makeup artist, so I definitely know like the little techniques and ins and outs of things. But what I really love doing is trying new products and like telling you guys what I like and stuff. This palette doesn't have black, so you could just take any black. And I'm just gonna just accentuate it just a touch. To not be a pink person, but now like I'm a pink person. Dude, I'm sweating. Can you see this? Can you see it? Can you see the sweat? Oh, so you know what I've been loving is Instagram Reels. Okay, follow me on Instagram if you do not. So if you found me on YouTube, make sure to follow me on Instagram. I'll put it up here. But I've been loving them because honestly, this year I told myself like I was just going to be more carefree with makeup, more experimental, and more like, oh, I don't do that kind of makeup. I don't do this. I don't do that. Like I don't really do super creative makeup. I have really like refined, I like pretty makeup, feel good makeup. That's what I like. But I feel like it's good to play in like colors and stuff, because before I wouldn't really do that, and it would be really hard for me to make content because I was so rigid in like the looks that I liked doing. And you know, like doing makeup on other people as a freelance artist, it's easy to do like creative looks, but on myself like it wasn't always easy because not every creative look looks good on everybody. So like obviously I wanted to do makeup that I feel like suits me. So I always really struggled with that. But now I'm just like, okay, don't think so hard about it. Like just have fun. And that's like helped me so much. So now when I do Instagram Reels, like every day I just want to try to play with makeup and do something different. On Instagram, we'll be uploading like a reel pretty much every day that I do my makeup, which is pretty cool. Just to get some like inspiration and you know, and then when I can see, if you follow me, if you guys like a specific look, then I'll come on YouTube and do it and like explain it in more depth, because you cannot learn from Instagram Reel, okay? This color's like a little more gray than I thought, but this is from LA Girl, and it is in, oh, they don't have names, GP538. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, you know, like the dangerous thing about Instagram is like what I was talking about earlier, like how you feel like everything's perfect, everything's happy, like other people don't have like problems in their life, you know, because none of that is really like displayed. And you know, honestly for me before too, like obviously I wouldn't really want to show that because I don't want anyone to worry about me, but now I understand it's really good to be transparent about when you're not feeling good and like maybe what you do to feel better, but just to show like that some days you don't feel good, you know? Like for me, when I wasn't feeling good, I kind of avoided Instagram because I just didn't feel good. Like I don't want to be on there when I didn't feel good. And of course I don't want to be like I'm sad, because I don't want like people like to worry about me. Like one time I did that in the beginning of quarantine, like right when everything happened, and my parents follow me on Instagram, and they were like, I had a quarantine away from them, like I couldn't even go to their house because they were so scared. And so, you know, it was really hard in the beginning of quarantine, and I couldn't even go home. And once they saw like I was a little vulnerable and like kind of like, oh my god, I'm kind of having a hard time, they were like, you can come home anytime, like if you need to. Like they were so worried, and you know, I was like, you know, I'm okay. But like now I'm like scared that I'll like worry them or something if I'm like, oh, I'm sad today, you know? But like, it's totally normal to have a sad day. Like, don't let anyone make you feel like it's not normal, because it totally is. It totally is. And another thing about like Instagram that's like, for me, is like using filters. Like the other day I was like, I'm addicted to using filters because I have like this texture on my skin. It's like, dude, calm down. Like, look at my skin. Like, but that's just like what Instagram does, like makes you feel like you need to use those filters, you know, like everything has to be so perfect. Like, I fall victim to that too, you know, because I can look at myself and be like, you're fine. But obviously with the filter, like, you just feel better because it like perfects everything. It's just so insane, and it really is so addicting to like use those things. And it's kind of scary because it's like, what do you feel like when you don't have that thing? And what happens when people like see you in person and you don't look like that? Like, I look a hot mess in person sometimes when I'm not ready, and I don't give a fuck when I do, like but some people are like, you know, they can't go out like not ready, and it's so sad. Like, just do you, girl. Like, we can't all be perfect all the time. We can't be pretty all the time, okay? It's just not realistic to be like put together all the damn time. But yeah, that's just like my little tea on Instagram filters and really how addicting it is for everyone, including me. Instagram filters are just like such a facade, and we need to be grateful for who we are, how we look, what we do, you know, like, just be you. Be happy being you, okay? Put some makeup on, feel good, but like, so I'm gonna add some Loud Party from 89 Lashes lip gloss. I feel like gloss is like the perfect little soft touch for a glowy look. And before I forget, don't let me forget. Where is it? Oh, there it is. I'm gonna put on some bottom mascara. I'm just gonna close out the look with this because honestly, this is what looks best on my eye. Like, I will try to go all out sometimes and do like eyeshadow underneath the eye, but it just like isn't that like suiting for me, or like, what's the word? It just doesn't look that good for me, good on me. At least I don't think. So I just put bottom mascara on because I feel like it looks the best. So I hope you guys enjoyed this look, this little chit chat we had, some real tea for you guys. Yeah, it's actually kind of fun talking like this. So let me know if you guys like these more like chatty videos where we just do makeup and chat. And I will see you guys in my next video, and I'm going to take this thing off and I'm going to pose and vogue and do what I do. But right now, like, as I'm talking, I cannot take it off because I'm so sweaty. So I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!